Hello there, beautiful people. It is me, Jazzy Mac, and today we have several high-paying remote jobs. Okay, some of these jobs are going to start at $25 an hour. Some of them are going to start at $42 per hour. But the great thing about it is some of these jobs are just email support, email and chat support with a little bit of maybe doing some tickets. And then for those of you that like to talk like me, I've also got some phone roles. So let's go ahead and hop in and look at these Yelp opportunities and the bonus opportunities that we're going to go over today. And of course, I got to do my shout outs because some of y'all have been getting some amazing roles, like Miss Cindy that said, "Hey Jazzy, I'm Cookie. First of all, let me say I was one of the spectators who watched you for 6 months without subscribing. Then my 19-year-old son started watching you, revamped his resume, and got a promotion on his job. So I subscribed. Then I doubted that people were actually getting these jobs. I got fed up with my current situation last month. I bought the resume kit and revamped my resume. Not only was I offered the advisor position at Nailnet on the spot, but I also applied for an assistant manager position with AT&T, and my application has moved to the next level. My start date for Nailnet is October 2nd. I applied 8/16, interviewed and got hired on the 1st. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm about to buy the credit clap back kit. You made a believer out of me. I'm telling everybody that will listen. Congratulations to you, Cookie. I understand that there's all sorts of stuff out here in these internet streets, and you got to be really careful about what you're purchasing and what you're just ultimately getting yourself into. But I love that you took a chance. You and your son have come up so amazingly just by tuning in, using the resume kit, the interview tips, and all of that stuff. So I am so proud of you. I can't wait to hear about this AT&T position, but you are also in good hands with Nailnet. It's beautiful that you're getting so many job offers back to back to back. So I am excited for you. Let us know how it goes. Congrats again. And then Miss Phyllis said, "Hey Jazzy, just wanted to stop in. I'm so happy and grateful for all that you do. I'm happy to say I start with Sedgwick on September 12th for the customer service remote role. You are amazing. Glory be to God and blessings to you. You are most definitely heaven sent." Well, Phyllis, I don't know about heaven sent, but I certainly appreciate those beautiful words. I'm excited for you because one, you're in a company with a bunch of people that have started at Sedgwick from watching my videos. So you're going to be in very good hands. You may see some familiar faces from people in the comments. You can say, "Hey, I came here by way of Jazzy." So you guys want to be in your own little club and stuff. So I'm excited for you. Let me know how your first day of work goes. And then Miss Susie, oh my goodness, she said, "Jazzy, you made a video about Rent the Runway and I got hired by them. I applied for Chick-fil-A also, but didn't get it. And you helped me open my horizon when it came to applying for companies that I never thought to apply to. Yelp was one of those companies. After 3 interviews, I was offered a position as one of their customer success managers, making $8,000 more than what I was making at my last full-time job. If anyone is questioning the jobs that you post about, I hope I can be a testimony to trusting the process and not giving up." Thank you. Susie has been just one of my favorites for so long because it was every time I posted a job, she'd be like, "I want to apply. And then she came back and she got the Rent the Runway job. And then she got some other part-time job. And then she was like, "Well, I didn't get the Chick-fil-A job, but I got the Yelp job." And this Yelp job is paying her so much more. And I'm so excited for you. So congratulations to you. And then Miss Ariel said, "Hi, Jazzy. I applied to the Yelp sales executive role you mentioned. I got hired and I'm on my 5th month. I love it. Thank you for doing these videos. And thank you for putting in the work, Ariel, first and foremost, and congratulations to you." And then Miss Fatima, one of her teammates, said, "Hello, Jazzy. After purchasing your templates and submitting applications for 1 month, I got an email from Yelp and we'll be moving into the hiring process for inside sales job." And she said they offer full benefits at no extra cost, monthly wellness reimbursement, and her start date is October 2nd. Thank you so much. Well, I'm excited that you got the templates, you applied. Obviously, you watched the videos, you looked at the interview tips that I provided, and you got the job. Your start date is literally around the corner. I cannot wait. And we're going to talk about the benefits that Yelp offers. So again, if you all need resume templates, those are down below in the description box, or you can just head on over to paybump.com in order to get those resumes or resumes. So let's look at these opportunities for Yelp. And before we get started, please do me a huge favor right now. I need you to do me two favors. First, I need you to like this video. The second favor I need you to do is tell me if you would want me to go live, if you would want to do a private Zoom with me where we're just, in our private little environment. You're asking me questions and maybe I can give you some tips, some real-time tips on your resume. Let me know if that's something that you actually enjoy. I don't know unless y'all tell me. So go ahead and hit that like button and let me know if you would want to do something like that, if you want to do a private Zoom with me. So let me know and let's go ahead and jump into these jobs. I'm going to show you some bonus opportunities. I wanted to show you quickly, Calm still is hiring for the renewals associate position. Okay. So if you're someone that has any sort of sales experience, I don't care if you've worked in a corporate environment or if you did sales for AT&T, maybe you worked at Target as some sort of sales associate. Sales is sales is sales. Okay. This is a job that pays $110,000 per year. That is split between base pay and your incentive pay. So you're going to start off making about $41 an hour in base pay, and then you're going to get a bonus every year in the amount of $27,000. They do also offer equity in the company, which is stock. That's additional free money that you get every year. And then their benefits, their 401k, flexible time off, all of that's amazing. So if you're someone that's worked in account management or you've worked in renewals where you had to renew contracts, maybe you had to work in procurement, negotiating contracts, or if you've got any project management experience, all of this is great experience to have if you have ever worked in any type of sales role. Okay. I don't care if you were a sales manager at Best Buy or if you were someone working at the local Publix, working in sales, as long as you've got some good organizational skills, as they say here, you are a self-starter, you like to roll up your sleeves, this is going to be great for you. You're going to do a lot of your communication via email. There may be some phone calls that you'll make, but most of it is probably going to be done via email because these are customers that currently already have contracts with Calm. So you're basically reaching out via email to say, hey, you want to continue that contract? Okay, I'll send it over via email. And that's going to be about it. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more complex than that, but I want you to understand that everything that they want you to do, they're going to train you. You'll have a script, you'll have a list already available to you. So you're not going out and looking for new customers. You're working with your current customers to say, this is, hey, your contract renewal is coming up. Just wanted to see if you're going to sign or if there's anything else that we can do to add value to the products that you currently have. So this role is very well related to the role that we're going to look at for Yelp. So that's why I started with this role. Now, for those of you that say, Jazzy, I think I want to do something that's a little bit more chill, a little bit low key. Okay, we talked about Maven in a previous video. They are they next generation care for women and families. So they're kind of like a virtual clinic for women and people that are wanting to expand their families. If you're wanting to go into like fertility and family building, this is one of the places that you can get assistance with like IVF questions, adoption questions, surrogacy, all of those unique situations. This is a great sort of platform to start with. A lot of you are coming from healthcare, whether it's nursing, patient care technician, x-ray tech. A lot of you are coming from those environments, not realizing how valuable that experience is and just how much it pays. So if you were someone that wanted to go into this particular job, it's going to start out about $25, $26 an hour. Okay. You can negotiate up. They do give you stock in the company, which is additional free money and benefits that all start from day one. If you're pregnant, you're going to get 4 months of paid parental leave at 100% pay. They're going to give you $1,500 a month as well during that time. And there's so many other benefits. And the great thing about this job is that they're looking for people that can work starting at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Or you can do the evening shift that goes from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay. So they've got multiple shifts available, and this job is going to start October 2023. So I would encourage you to apply today to save plenty of time to go through the background screening process and the hiring process as well. Again, all the resumes for all of these jobs have already been done for you, and they're available in your portal. Okay. And then another role that they had at Maven Clinic was the care support rep role. Now, I think I mentioned that these two jobs are going to be, this is like email support. It says it down here in the description. You're going to communicate primarily through email and in-app messaging via Zendesk. Okay, so you are not talking to people. I know a bunch of you got kids at home. I get it. You need something where if your kids are yelling, screaming, beating each other up in the background, it's not a big deal. Okay, so what I want to do is go into this next role for Yelp. Okay, so we were just talking about how Calm had that 6-figure role, and you're probably, some of you may say, well, Jazzy, I got the experience. Others may say, I don't have any sales experience. How do I get into sales? Well, this is how you would do it. And what I want to point out is that they've got a bunch of roles for inside sales rep. You're going to see where it shows there's remote, Western, Eastern, and Central. This is the central region, meaning you can live anywhere within the central standard time zone. And then this is the role for Eastern, meaning anybody that either lives in the Eastern region, East Coast, this is what they're targeting. So you don't have to be in this location. That would be more of an office location. It does say that they are currently experiencing a high number of applicants. Please be patient with them. Don't think that if you haven't heard anything back in a week that it means that they've ghosted you. They're being very transparent here because they're on a hiring spree. September is considered the hiring spree month. It is the busiest month of the year for hiring. It is where if you can't get a job in September, then I don't know what to tell you, because it is the time of the year where people are hiring like crazy. So this job is going to go to West Coast, East Coast, Central US. The only place they're not hiring is the Bay Area. So I'm sorry, all the San Francisco people out there, they're not hiring for Bay Area. But if you're in LA, then you're like in, I don't know, like Bakersfield, you can still apply for these positions. So let's go through these positions, okay? Let's just start with this Western region. This is going to apply for all these roles at Yelp. So I want to be very clear with you. It says right here, this particular role is 100% phones. Okay. If you want to get to that 6-figure salary, what we talked about at Yelp, where you're not on the phones, you're just doing renewals, you're doing those contract renewals, and you want to make that $100,000 a year. This is how you get to that. You got to put some skin in the game. You got to get some experience. So what I would do is I'd go work at Yelp for maybe 6 months to a year, get the experience, make whatever they're paying, which I think is still like $65,000. Yeah, they still pay up to $65,000 a year with your salary and monthly incentives. I do that for 6 to 12 months, get the experience, get a big name company on my resume. And then I would jump to a company like Calm that's going to pay me $100,000 for that exact skill set once I have the experience. You have to understand with jobs It is very much a game of chess. I am someone that believes in job hopping. After I've worked at a company for a year, if I see another company that's paying me 20 extra thousand a year, I'm going to go and apply. Okay. As long as the benefits and work-life balance, all that stuff checks out. Cause you don't want to just be all about the money and then you go into a toxic environment. But understand that this is how you get your foot in the door. And when people see Yelp on your resume, they're going to say, oh my gosh, you work for one of the biggest advertising companies in the United States. That's very amazing. We'd love to interview you. We'd love to have you on our team. So let's say you wanted to stay at Yelp after 6 months to a year. Well, then it says here, year 2, your earnings is going to be around 112,000. So you don't even have to jump companies. You could very well stay at this one company for a year and go into the 6-figure range within 1 year. There aren't many companies that are going to guarantee you that. They just won't. Okay. Again, if you're pregnant, not a big deal because they've got paid parental leave. They've got benefits that start on day 1. And guess what? When it comes to medical, vision, and dental, employees do not pay for those benefits. So you get free medical benefits on top of all of this. Now, all they're saying that you need is a GED or a high school diploma and 2 years of customer facing experience. Customer facing is anytime you had to be in a customer's face. I don't care if it was McDonald's. I don't care if it was TJ Maxx. I don't care if it was T-Mobile. Anything that you did where you talk to customers either over the phone or in person, that is considered customer facing experience. Okay. And then some general computer knowledge. They use Google Suite. They'll give you a MacBook to do all of your work. Okay. So again, some people hate phones because they've dealt with just very bad customers and not bad customers, but people that might have had bad attitudes. But this is a job where you're working with businesses. You're talking to business clients. You're not talking to the everyday Joe. You're talking to large corporations and you're saying, hey, saw that you wanted to advertise on Yelp. Let me show you how it works. Let me show you what packages we have available. And then you would probably send this opportunity over to like the account executive. This role right here, you send it to the partner account executive to, like, most of the time they are there to actually close the deal. So you make the initial contact, then you'll either send it to account executive or to the sales manager to kind of close the deal, whether it be $1 million deal, it could be a $5 million deal, whatever. So that is how inside sales reps kind of work. That's a high level overview. And yes, they will train you. Nobody's going to just let you kind of go off on your own because these are like $1 million contracts. So they don't want to just leave you out there on your own. They want to train you. They want to put you on a team. You're going to have a bunch of support. Obviously, we saw from who was it that said they were at Yelp for the past 5 months? Ariel said that she is on her 5th month and she loves it. So you're already there with other Mac Tribe members that can help you out. That's going to say, hey, I was where you were. This is how you do it. It's not hard. You're going to love it. Like, you're in good hands. So all of these resumes are available for you all. I've done the work already. Apply, apply, apply. Do not wait. And let me know what other types of videos you'd like to see because I am here to support you. And if you want a live event where you get to talk to me directly, you can ask me direct questions in real time. Let me know that too. I don't know. I do these videos and I'm like, maybe they want me to go live or something, or maybe they want to do a private Zoom with me or something like that, but I'm not real sure. So let me know how you feel about that. But until next time, I will see you wonderful people in the next video. Bye.